All right, Brandon Bam Bam Holsters. Thought we'll have the camera out. I recently got a CO2 laser, and it is a pretty good sized one, but I can laser. Leather's not a challenge for it at all. But I thought I might give you an example of some things that I did. Just finished this holster up, and in the midst of it, this guy had an airborne symbol he wanted to put on there and his name. And you can see about as much detail as you're going to. I'll usually go back and forth with the artwork to make sure it's what he wanted. I accidentally had a jump master on there instead of a regular airborne. But there's really no limit to what a person can do. I just finished this shoulder, setting up this shoulder holster. And this man has a brand for his cattle. And that is his brand on there. And, whoops, get back on camera. And this is in the color brown. That'll be important here in a minute. And I went ahead and put them on the mag carrier. Other examples, make Bible covers. And there's a good example of different things that a person can do with it. The text is not a problem. If you have an image you want put onto it, email it and ask. If you're looking for an image, I Google everything that I want to find, and I Google it and have the words line art or drawn art. And those pictures are real conducive to making them into scalable vector image, and then they also take to the laser real good. Combinations can be done. I've just finished this Bible cover, and I think I'll just cover it in case I show it. But this is half and half. This is all the cross and the heel and the name is all done with the laser. And then I came back afterwards, and they wanted to basket weave on it. So there's really no end of what you can do with it. And I don't probably charge what I should. Someday I will. It really just depends. Most of the, if it's pretty straightforward, a regular holster is $5 to $10. When you get real complicated, it could go up some. But in the future, I'll charge more what I should. But I haven't as of yet. But with this, there's really nothing that you can't put. One thing to consider and remember is that the lighter the color, the more this shows up. On a black, it can be seen, but it's not near as obvious as otherwise. Because when it does it, it's a dark color, but when you dye it, the contrast isn't as much because the impression isn't as deep as normal stamping, and you don't want to. Structural reasons why you don't want to do that. But most anything can be done. The lighter color, saddle tans and brown. Saddle tan is the most flattering. And if a person wants antiquing done, that's an additional process. But it really makes all the character in a leather come out. And it accentuates the leather work. But that's all something a person can add to it. I do a lot of them in black. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a lot more subdued as far as being visible. But if you have something you'd like to have done, just let me know.